So we got the moon in Scorpio at the moment. So this is kind of like dealing with a full moon that you can say, even though we haven't hit the full percentage of the degree mechanisms, we still are kind of be basically experiencing that moon in Scorpio because the moon is kind of asleep here. So this is like when the moon is asleep. This is you basically putting working hard, doing all you had to do, basically planting all your seeds. Now the moon in Scorpio, you about to go wash up, you about to get clean, you about to go to sleep, and a whole lot of deep transformation, deep things gonna basically be taking a psyche or be taking your ways of seeing about things, and of course feeling about things on a deeper level. Feel me? You're gonna be nurturing your seeds. You're gonna be basically being in fulfillment mode. Now, you want to make sure that you're kind of like being in the process of staying out the way, not kind of like putting yourself out there or in harm's way and things that matter for me. Because there's going to be a whole lot of rituals and spells going on when we're talking about this full moon energies. Now, this is definitely not the time that you want to basically be doing some rituals and spells. You just want to basically be finishing out from Saturday to Sunday, and of course making sure you relaxing and sitting your ass down, which is Monday, or just going outside looking at the moon, just going ahead to basically say your last word and just take your ass to sleep. Let me just say I'm thankful, I'm fulfilled. That's all you gotta say. That's all you gotta do. Feel me? Because when the new moon is in the process, that means the new moon needs you to start filling it up. Feel me? Start putting some seeds in there. Start nurturing it. Start having a connection with it. Start adding visions with it. Start communicating with it. Start putting it into a practical form or a practical routine that you are conducting yourself with. And when these moon phases start rotating, these are the 360s that you basically are inheriting. And of course, you got to make sure your 360 is fulfilled. If that's the case, if you have a 360, you got to make sure you maintain it. You got to make sure that whatever you're spiraling with, you want to make sure you're protecting it. This way, when it's fulfilled, it can basically be able to lay down, and of course, it can basically react with all the dirt and all the material, and of course, all the substances as in the process. Now, wherever you got the moon and Scorpio at, it's going to be areas where you're going to be experiencing a deep transformation, or you're going to be basically dealing with some past deep transformations, which can be fulfillments, or this could be unfulfillments. Now, unfulfillments would basically be a process where you feel very damaged, you feel out of attack, you feel like you're not in the process of not wanting to let something go. You're hanging on to it way too long, and of course, you're in the process of giving up or just feeling down. Feel me? These are the energies that's it's gonna have you. Even though we also dealing with the retrograde, so it's gonna kind of like add on to it. So what you basically need to be doing is just clearing your mind, and of course, finishing these few days that you have left, so you can basically go ahead and lay in the bed that you made. Especially with that moon in Scorpio, you want to make sure you stay your ass out the way. You want to make sure you're not even going to parties, you're not interacting with individuals. For me, you need to follow the moon currents. For me, that means that the moon is in Scorpio. That means you should not be doing Aries things, acting impulsive. For me, because you can experience a deep transformation. That don't mean getting into Taurus mode, wanting to be surface level about certain shit. You can get your shit took. I don't mean being a Gemini, communicating about everything. These are when secrets can get revealed and someone can be snitching. Say in a situation where when you want to get in your Cancer stage, your Cancer bag, this ain't the time to be too caring and shit. For me, an individual can see that, gonna basically see your care and just take all the shit that you have. Feel me? Now you gonna really stop caring. Now this ain't no threat towards no zodiac sign. I'm just saying, if you are these moon signs, you want to make sure that you're utilizing and figuring out where you have Scorpio at in your charts, and aka hiding in your cage somewhere. For me, that's what you want to do. Now, when it comes to Leo, for me, you definitely don't want to be in the Leo energy. You don't want to be self-centered. You want to be center stage right now, showing everything. For me, because shit can get took in the way. That's like you basically bragging about you have something, and of course, someone is gonna be in the dark about it, and they're gonna be like, hold on. Y'all see this shit? Let's go get this shit. You don't want to be in those kind of energies. You don't want to be Virgo. You want to be over worrying about things because you can be basically worried about things too deeply. You can go through a transformation on that. So you don't want to be a Libra. You don't want to be too friendly or too relatable and shit. Being too friendly can get your ass hurt. Feel me? Okay, your girlfriend might see this and be like, wait, why are you being too friendly with these people? She might take that shit serious. She might just, boom, boom, clap that ass. Now, for me, now when the moon is Scorpio, for me, you're going to be reacting deeply towards private secrets, keeping things hidden, not basically expressing or putting too much shit out there. You don't want to be too Sagittarius. Like, you don't want to be taking too risks. You don't want to be taking too many risks or going long distance travel. For me, you go somewhere, you might see some shit you don't want to see. You don't want to be too Capricorn, like a little bit, for me. You don't want to be too workaholic, for me, because it's a full moon Scorpio, for me. You gotta learn how to relax, for me. Just sit back a little bit, for me. Don't try to overburn yourself or overwork yourself, for me, because you can go through a transformation. Something can transform your body. You don't want to be Aquarius. You want to be associated, for me, because you basically be at the wrong place, wrong time, guilty by association. And you don't want to get too Pisces and shit. You don't want to be too sensitive during this time, or too out there. You want to keep these things hidden, for me, because people, places, and things can take advantage of this shit. They can say, yo, you too caring, too lovely. And be like, you know what? Let's go use this person for everything he got, aka you don't want to get manipulated. So if you're Moon in Scorpio, you're going to have all the full power and control to basically lead by example during this time for these next few days. So you want to make sure that you plant the right seeds from Saturday. aka, well, you can wait Sunday. Saturday is the time to sit back and relax, but Sunday is the time to go all in. But when that Monday comes, you sit your ass down, chill. Moon and Scorpio in your first house. This is planting your last seed towards getting your nut off when it comes to your personal life. Deep transformations with your personal life, and of course, deep personal transformation when it comes to your personal interests. The things that you personally invest yourself, things that you personally was connected to. You need to start letting some of these things go during the summer, especially if it's not like, getting you towards Moon and Sagittarius expansion, growth. That's what it is. That's what it's going to be the next full moon at. Second house. Whatever you've been valuing on a deeper level, you need to let that thing go during this time, for me. Whether it's a person, place, a thing. If this thing has brought you frustration, and if this thing haven't fulfilled you in no kind of way, you need to let it go. Transform it out your life. Third house. Whatever you've been thinking about deeply, you just start letting these deep transformations start going, for me. You need to stop thinking deeply about these things, of course. Let these things rejuvenate out your environment, your surroundings, or just transform everything that's in your environment, surroundings. Clean it up, make it look nice, make it look neat, make it look clean. Fourth house, whatever you got going on when it comes to your home, your privacies, and of course, it falls in this house too. Cancer, like this fourth house is kind of sleep here. So you basically need to go through a deep transformation when it comes to your private connections, when it comes to your home, things that you are doing on a day-to-day basis at your home. You need to go ahead and transform this. You're always going through deep transformations in this house by default. It's Leo ascendant, so yeah, you need to clean things up in that area. I believe it's a Leo ascendant. Fifth house, you're going to be going through a deep transformation when it comes to your creativity, your talents, your gifts. Whatever's not been helping you during this time, you basically need to start letting that go and being open towards something that's going to really truly help you during this time. Or you're going to be fulfilled in this area for good or bad. Sixth house, deep transformation when it comes to your work, your health, your routine, the things that you do on a day-to-day basis. Now you're going to be fulfilled or unfulfilled, feel me? But whatever's not broken in your routine, you need to let that go. Seventh house, deep transformations when it comes to your relationships. For me, if you had a deep connection with someone on the relatability, you're going to realize these things is good for you, or you're going to realize these things need to go. Eighth house, your privates, your secrets, and of course, things that you are in the dark about. What you're going to start to realize certain things that you need to start killing off and getting rid of in that dark. Ninth house, deep experiences that you had connections and ties with when it comes to your belief systems and of course your moral systems, and of course your belief mechanisms. You're going to start to let go of these things that's not working, or you're going to get connected with it. 10th house, your status, your career, and of course your business and goals, what you're known for. You're going to either start transforming certain things when it comes to your outlooks, or you're going to basically start getting deeply connected towards newer things that's going to basically brighten up your horizons. In the 11th house, whatever you're going with deeply on the transformation when it comes to your associations and friends and groups and of course acquaintances, you're going to start to realize certain individuals shouldn't be in your circle. And of course, last but not least, when it comes to the 12th house is deep dreams and imaginations, fantasies, and of course illusions. You're going to start to realize certain dreams and certain illusions that you've been basically holding on tightly. You're going to start letting these things go if it's not working in your favors.